Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Krita, and this is Feed the Beast Interactions. Ooh, my machine is trying to make a lot of steel right now, and it seems to be quite confused. Anyway, guess what? This is shiny now. Because we got enchanting in the last episode, I went up, I did an enchanting on it. All I knew was that it was going to have soulbound, and yeah, it got holding 5. Look at that. Whew. Yeah, we're going to be able to have tools in here for days. Yeah, I'm probably just going to get this full of crap. You guys know me. And with that, I have a goal, right? Another thing we got was some chickens, specifically mineral. They are already grown up. Look at them. They're so amazing. They are processing mineral-enriched eggs into mineral crystals, and then these 2 centrifuges here are making sawdust, plant balls, and carbon dust. I'm not entirely too sure if carbon dust is going to be all that useful. Sawdust, you can make paper out of it. Plant balls, you can actually use this as a burnable source of stuff. So if I really wanted to, we could maybe even power an entire boiler on just that stuff. I tossed it in here, that's why this isn't completely full. Yeah, we still have tons of overflow of this. But the really interesting thing that this makes is methane. Let's take a look, right? Mineral chunk, I believe it's this guy. This is what it's making. Just a little bit of methane, just a teensy bit, and some mineral resin. Not entirely too sure what we might want a ton of resin for, but it might have something to do with crystallized canola seeds. Just a hunch. And I think I did the math on this. It might make sense to make a whole line of these, because the profit from that might make it actually where like the amount of methane we're getting can power like a gas turbine, and we might be in business. The only thing is that I don't really want to make that many centrifuges. So I think I want to be able to automate the production of like machines, right? And it's working on it. It's making a whole bunch of steel right now. Probably gonna have to request some tin cables as well. I want a ton of this, right? I don't know why it didn't pull out the steel there. That's curious. But up here, I've put in the request, and here come our steel plates, right? What we're gonna want to make is just a ton of LV centrifuges and see if we can get something together for that. While we wait, I did notice that we were doing some processing, and we might have something very nice with a little bit of chrome, a little bit of manganese, and some iron. I think we might be able to get something very, very nice. And nickel. I'm not sure that I have unprocessed nickel, but we might be able to just turn off our automation for cooking the stuff. I don't think we're going to need much nickel anytime soon. Tin and tin. Yeah, you don't need to have 16 in there, right? Let's process that real quick. I'm just going to grab my time in the bottle. Boom, 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 boom. I love that so much. It makes a little bit of noise though. And we should have some nickel dust, right? Toss in the chrome along with manganese and nickel. Stainless steel. Heck yeah. Bring that over here. I'm going to try and supersede the aluminum production, and we might have some stainless steel soon. How awesome would that be? Still requires MV power, no big deal. We're still getting that, so easy peasy, right? Stainless steel, though, allows us to make some fantastic stuff. We can make tons of thaumium because it's double as efficient as the blue steel, and just like the thaumium, you can do the same stuff for mana steel. And mana steel is where things gets quite spicy. What we want to do with mana steel is make the lossless wire. Oh, yeah, I'm psyched. I'm so excited for this. I'm not entirely too sure why I would want to wrap it though at all, because it has amperage 4, and wrapping it usually makes it lose less per block. So I might test that without even bothering to wrap it. I don't see the problem there, right? Should be all good. Also, not entirely too sure why we need these poly yada 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 dusty dust things to make these. So, oh yeah, there we go. Circuits. I'll do some testing, see if we want to do that, but I think Mana Steel wires and cables is right around the corner. Let's see if this is processing one for us. Come on. These things take time, so it's understandable that it will be a little bit confused for the time being. And this is pretty simple, just input 8 of that, yoink, 8 of that, and we should get an LV casing. All we have to do is slap that on the right machine. We'll go with the advanced assembly machine. We'll probably move that around a little bit, slap that on right there, right click, 8 into there, medium, kaboom. Might as well automate both at the same time, right? And there we go. Now all we need to do is put that in there, and now we have both automatically craftable. I love it. And then we just need to put it on the wall over there. Import for MV, import for LV. Beautiful. And now I think we might be able to request everything we need for a centrifuge. Well, not a brewing factory. We don't have the stuff for automatic pumps yet, but let's take a look at that. All right, done, request. We don't quite have the circuits automated, but we do have mass circuit creation quite ready. Here we go. Let's do 1, 2, 3. See if we can make 4 of them all at one time and just expand that system. Oh, look at that. These are coming out so quickly because I have them building on their own quite a lot of the time. I know one's coming, so I'll just put in, oh, I guess, yeah. Where is the other one? Could have sworn we had 2 more coming up. Maybe they're taking a moment. There they are. Alright. Quite a few of those. Nifty. Maybe these gas turbines. Do we really want to go with that? That's motors, cables, tin rotors, not so bad. Just 4 plates and a tin ring. Could make a ton of that. And here we go. The first stainless steel. Whew! Task complete, stainless steel. That doesn't necessarily mean that we are all the way to the HV, yeah, high voltage era, but it means that we're a step closer, so that's nice, right? Gold cable, you know, this is what we'd expect. Just a casing. Nowhere near actually being able to use it, but we can at least use it for little things. This is a very strange thing. I'm not too sure why my electrolyzer is totally full of this stuff. It's usually these are really good about request mode, having only 13 in there. Like these, perfect, you know, 9. But this guy seems a bit confused. But oh well, he's getting me a whole bunch of aluminum, and that is building up nicely. It seems only right that with our first stainless steel ingot, we make some Mana Steel ingots. Whoo boy, yes yes. I think that that should also immediately get turned into Mana Steel wire so that we can have lossless energy for our awesome NV machines. Pretty exciting! And there we go, advanced turbine. Let's see if there's any reason to wrap this wire, right? Well, is there a good way to get this stuff out of here? Extract on blue, purple, yeah, sure. always active, extract purple. Slap that right there. Insert purple. Should have methane. Perfect. Now you're producing. I love it, love it. Very, very nice. I might have to put some like limiters on this. Otherwise, a filter. A fluid filter. Oy, oy, oy. Words are hard. So, now, place that there. Does it... Oh, 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 oh dear. Facepalm moment. So they shock you. So there's a very, very good reason to not do that. That's bad. Let's get that wrapped up real nice, real fast. No problem. Learned my lesson. Don't need to learn it again. Thank you very much. Come again. Thank you for some more. Very lovely. That's another good reason to do it. They're just better, you know? So that's going to give Manus like an MV power. And I don't necessarily want to have like MV machines way back here, but I do want to see if we can get these centrifuges running on just this one turbine. And then we can try and pump the stuff back into the system. What that means is probably just tuck it down a little bit. Like that. Have that. Probably, ugh. You know, being decisive is a very useful trait sometimes. Yeah, I'm not very decisive. I'm very indecisive. Ugh. Transformer, please. Bring me the stuff, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. But just missing the hull. You know, logistics pipes are amazing, but the whole waiting thing, yeah, I'm looking forward to AOE, or my brain just, applied energistics. I'm looking forward to applied energistics. That is a very real reality for me. Let's see if we can get this transformer in the right spot. Perfect. Now, does it come out on all sides? Hopefully, else that would be very nice. Place down that. Do you have power? No. Do you have power? No. You know, it's important that it has stuff first. Do you have power now? How about you? Okay, so the power comes out on that side. Cool. So, do we want it to be compact or just place them like that? Probably like that. That'll be fine. It's a little dark in here. Oh man, this bag is the best. And just like that, system is now expanded, and this is getting all the methane it needs, and we should even be gaining, right? It's at 6,500. It seems to be bouncing quite a bit. Huh. Well, no matter. We'll see if that increases over time. Technically, it is being supplemented by steam, so the question really is whether or not we're getting a net on methane, but we're definitely getting all of these powered by it for free, and we're getting all this stuff again for free. So all these things are coming out of this chicken, and we are in business. All right, but what we really need to do is to make use of this. Oh, it's not getting any stuff because now these things are completely full. Oh, that's sneaky, so sneaky. We need to start using mineral, and for that we need gas. We need lots of gas. We need to figure out how to make pumps a little bit more automatically, because at the moment this is just a mess. I would much rather have it be in the assembler. Cool. We already have a system right here, but it's not very good, right? We have glue in here, and the centrifuge is trying to basically spit that in there. Well, not really. All right, now we're definitely getting profit on the methane, mostly because we're throwing out the mineral resin for this very moment, just because I wanted to see what would happen. This is put on a very low priority, and these are put on very high priority, so if there's any space for methane or for mineral, it'll prioritize going in there. It's free, whatever, moving along. I'll probably definitely put a filter on that to not accept methane, because that's pretty much what this system is for. These are nice, but even these don't matter that much. I wanted to make a methane factory, and it has been achieved. Very nice. These guys are even completely powered off of the advanced gas turbine here, and then we don't even use any of our new Man of Steel cables. It just goes straight into a transformer, comes around, and there we go. It's a little bit in here, so maybe in between episodes I will make that the proper color. And speaking of methane, I think there's a quest for that. Woohoo! Methane, heck yeah. We are getting to the point in this quest line, or in all these quests, where I get mega confused, and we're going to just go in circles quite a lot. That's going to have to happen. I think getting salty is probably an important one, but yeah, I really want to get the... Oh, you'll need to pump these up, fluid pump. I was thinking we needed like an actual, like a much better pump than that. That's no problem, I can make that, easy peasy. And here we go, a fluid pump just for me. I did see a quest that had a little reward for us. I've been trying to avoid using it. The Spectre Coil generates 128 RF per tick. I don't know if that just like does it magically or anything. What on earth? Generates and outputs it into the block it's attached to. They can be found in dungeon chests. So if that has... Oh, it just gives it free energy. Really? Sure, I'll take it. Thank you. Give it back. How do I make it? Aww. Can be found in dungeon chests, and 1 bucket of liquid antimatter. Okay, so these are a rare thing for when you have something like a fluid pump and you want to power it very externally, one might say. Okay, let's get over to the oil and see if we can start pumping. But first, always make sure you stay nice and full. And by that, I mean totally ignore my hunger bar, because I'm almost never full. Oh, nom 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 nom. Ooh, tomato. Nom 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 nom. I just eat 5 random things and then a delighted meal. Is it the most efficient way of doing it? No. Does it make me delighted? Yes. And our little obsidian walker boots from our dungeoning quest. Our little miniature quest line that we did for ourselves. No actual quests involved. And let's go take a look at one of these oil things. Right? We're going to need to light up the town a little bit. Right, like so. And we'll probably need a little bit of cobble as well. Cool, cool. Here is the black stuff. Let's see if we can do something about that. We don't need beautiful stuff right now. We just need to set up a simple oil derrick. Okay, Krita. If we don't tell them, they'll never know that things happen in between takes a lot. Now, I have absolutely no idea how these fluid pumps work. So, let's see if they work how I think they would, right? It should just be that they pump it from below, and everything's great and dandy. Yes, yes? Are we good? I don't know. No one knows. Okay, I'm seeing some cobblestone be formed down there, and that would suggest to me that we do indeed have a system that is now pumping oil. Beautiful. Alright, so my observations on this fluid pump is that we probably need a range upgrade, because it's only grabbing oil up in a 1x1 column, and that matches the expected thing when I look at what it's outputting. So if I come in here, we can now see that there's cobblestone pretty much up to the very top of this thing, and that is both a good thing and a bad thing. Definitely need range upgrades. I'll be able to craft that, no problem. It's just some arcane stone. Thankfully, we got some of that from that thumb, like that tainted dungeon. So it should be pretty easy to make that. If people didn't find it, how would they have made it? Nacre block, right? Which is just crafted with some gold and nacre. Cool, cool. That's no problem. But now we can take this steel and we can go back to the base. I should probably have left it. Well, it's not. It's come to the last bit of its steel, or of its oil. So let's go shift down into it. We still have the fantastic boots on. We'll switch that out with the even better boots and just put that in there. We're going to need that at some point, I'm sure, along with that. Cool. What can we do with oil, right? I think the questline even suggests something. So almost there. We have crystallized oil, and that is just a mixer with oil. Okay. Here's our mixer. We have oil, and this should be producing crystallized oil. Woohoo! And for the quest specific, it wanted it in a cell like that. Let's click there. Perfect. Quest complete. Almost there. Heck yeah. It even gives us some program circuits and more ender fluid conduits. That's really nice because, well, I guess we could make this theoretically. Can we? Gold, copper. Huh. Okay, we could probably be making a whole bunch more of this, but you know, if it gives us free ones, I'm not opposed to that at all. Especially considering I don't really want to make a whole bunch of fused quartz. Not into that at this brief moment in time. So now that we have that, the next step is probably to distill it, right? Let's take a look at what that takes. We can mix it more to get empowered oil, but that takes empowered canola seeds, and for that we need high voltage. Not quite at high voltage. Also, that we'll need to make some automated infinity dust at some juncture, which looks like liquid nightmares. Ugh. Anyway, what we can do with crystallized oil right now is put it into a distillery. We're going to need 2 distilleries, one for light fuel and one for heavy fuel. Yeah, okay. What do we need for that? Some pumps. I think in between episodes I'm going to set up an assembler, and that's going to have tin in it, because we really need a ton of these pumps. And even for the MV, I think we can use, well, MV we need bronze, and HV will need steel. There are a few other things, such as these that we could easily automate, make the whole system just run a whole lot better. But considering that these aren't that bad, we might do that. Might make them manually too. It's not terrible. Just get all the stuff up to the chest up there. Yeah. In any case, in between episodes, I'm going to work on getting together the distillery system so that we can turn this crystallized oil into different types of diesel. Heck yeah. I think so, right? That's... I've already forgotten what I'm doing! Mixer, distillery, light fuel, heavy fuel. And then, with the 2 of those combined, we should be able to make a diesel, yes? Hydrocracked mixer. There we go. Diesel. Boom. That is the goal. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Hope you've had a great time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.